Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to the channel and another customization. So pretty excited to get started on these. These are the Van Doheny's. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's definitely an iconic shoe, and I haven't done many cloth or canvas shoes. So I guess we're gonna learn a few things along the way, and I don't really know how I'm gonna go about customizing these. A lot of people airbrush them, a lot of people just paint right on them. The only thing that I was told was Scooby Doo themed, and I have creative freedom on the rest. So without further ado, let's break these down and let's get started. All right guys, so let's get started with prepping this canvas slash fabric shoe. And honestly, there's not much to it. All we're gonna do is remove the laces, and these are honestly good to go. Now, you're also these are a little bit more flimsier than a leather shoe. You want a little bit more structure to it. Don't really want this, so we're gonna add bags. That's right, I'm gonna jam this full of grocery bags and just keep adding them. They do make like shoe trees and stuff, but we're balling on a budget over here. So we're gonna get right to it, mixing up the paints, making the color that I want. And when you're painting on fabric, you're gonna have to use Angelus 2 Soft. I'm using Angelus paint, and you're gonna have to use a 1-to-1 ratio. This is not like a recommendation. This is something that you're just gonna have to do on the fabric if you're using this type of paint. And you're gonna wanna make a lot of the paint. You can see how absorbent the paint is, and it really soaks into that fabric. So make sure you're taking that into consideration. So the next process here is gonna be heat setting these. You can use a hair dryer. I have a heat gun, but we're gonna be using this for 3 to 5 minutes after every coat. This was after the first coat. You can kind of see some spots where you're gonna have to touch it up and put more coats on, but it's gonna be the same process every single time. Now here we're gonna mix up some different colors. I looked up the mystery machine, and some had like darker blue, darker green, lighter blue, lighter green, so I kind of just went for somewhere in the middle. And to be honest, I am not the best at mixing paints and finding the right color, so this was kind of just a trial and error for me, but I'm happy with the final colors that I did made. And again, you're just gonna do a 1-to-1 ratio and then heat set these for 3 to 5 minutes after every single coat. So here we are with the green. I just want to show you again how absorbent this is and why you want to make a lot of paint. Like I said previously, I'm not the best at matching colors and making colors. So if I ran out of this paint and I had to try and recreate this, it would kind of be a problem for me. So again, you want to touch up your edges, and you really want to focus on not getting anything on different panels as well. This isn't like a leather shoe where if you get paint on a panel that you don't want it on, you can't acetone it off or use the glazer. So you can cover it with paint, but it's gonna take quite a few coats. So just keep that in mind and take your time when you're going around edges in different panels. All right, so now we are moving on to the vinyl. Now, I've done vinyl on a canvas shoe before, but I've done it with just the shoe. I haven't done it when there's already paint on the shoe, and I gotta be honest, this did not want to stick at all. I did use a heat gun to try and make it stick even more, but as you can see, I'm just over here kind of just pushing it down as I'm going. If it got a little overspray, I didn't really care on this part of the shoe. It wasn't a big deal. But this mystery machine and the Scooby, this did not want to stick either. It did stick a little bit better than those bats did, but yeah, it was not fun, because this would have cut my time probably more than half if this was just a leather shoe. I could have just stuck these on there and done like a multi-layer stencil, and just did each color and ripped off the stencil, and it would have been complete and done and so much easier. But a lot of this is just going to be problem solving. Nothing is gonna go exactly the way you want it to when you're customizing these shoes, trust me. And I am sure that the top guys in this game who do this have experience and know how to troubleshoot and quickly adjust on the fly. And that is what I'm learning as I go on in this journey. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you do paint the canvas shoe, it might be a little troublesome to get this vinyl to stick on there. Like I said, not a big deal, but just kind of a pain in the ass, and definitely extended this project further than it needed to be. Going on that note, I did have flower stencils, but when it wasn't sticking, I just kind of gave up on it, and I figured this would be easier. Again, this extended my time so much more. I could have just put the stencils on, painted it a couple layers of maybe gray, then white, and then finished it with the orange, and it would have been done so much sooner. And then also with the castle on the back, I had a stencil, and I just figured I would just paint it by hand. It wasn't a big deal. I did end up using the stencils because I wanted to try this trick with the moon and make it look like it was really glowing and popping. So I did put the stencil on there just to get the outline of the moon, and I didn't really care if it kind of seeped through because I was gonna put that neon glow on there. So just gave it a cool little effect, and then I thought it'd be cool if I just made it look like the light was glowing in the haunted house. So just put a little spritz of white on there and then a pop of color, and we were all done. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this style, kind of a tutorial style on how to customize a canvas shoe. Just remember, not much prep, just gotta unlace them, and then you're gonna use 1:1 ratio with the Angelus paint with the 2 soft, and then you're just gonna heat set for 3 to 5 minutes, and you are good to go. So with that being said, I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the video, get some Scooby Doo and some black line therapy, and I'll see you at the finish line. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome into the finished product. So these were quite the process. They definitely took me a little bit longer than expected, but I really had a lot of fun making these and putting these together. And yeah, I'm super stoked with the way that these turned out. I pretty much captured everything that I wanted to, and I think maybe my favorite part might be this haunted house on the back. I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and if you do like it, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up. And as always, consider subscribing. If you already do, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.